Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Push to Podium. So, a little bit of good news since the last time. I got moved up to 4. I actually didn't play any games yesterday. I know I didn't stream, and sometimes I'll play games off stream, but today or yesterday it was not one of those days. So, Feynman must have just had a rough couple games or something. He actually popped into the end of my stream last time, and I was going a bit crazy. Because I could have sworn when I faced him in the last regional that he had a really fast grumper. So even after the stream, I went back and checked, and thought I was. I thought there was a moment where there was a speed tie, and I'm like, oh, this is where it was a fast grumper because it speed tied my midi, and I thought I was running fast midi at the time, but I actually wasn't. Is because I had max speed midi at the time, or right after that tournament. But both grumper and midi have the same speed, and I found out that we speed tied at base speed. So like the whole reason why I thought Speedy Grumper would have success because I thought Feynman was using it and testing it. I was wrong the whole time. So that was really funny. The whole idea between fast Grumper and by extension fast Broccolum was for something that didn't even exist. It was not prior or tested prior. I know that some people have run Speed Grumper before, but it's usually with slowdown strats, just to get really fast speed drops and sleeps and stuff. But I don't think I've seen a full offense speed grumper before mine, so yeah, it's pretty interesting. Um, like I said, I didn't stream yesterday, but I did grab a recording. Uh, there was another. My team had the semifinals in the league community tournament. If anyone's been keeping up with that, since we were playing, we didn't want to stream and let our opponents watch. So I kind of have a special video where we recorded our team chat, and I'll post that like a day or two, so you guys can maybe watch that if you're interested. Kind of get some behind the scenes of like what happens in the thought process of these guys when they're playing. It'll be kind of similar to my tournament matches that I record, but just a little more chaotic because there's more voices. I think that's just about it for any announcements or anything. Still have the follower goal at the bottom. That one's going to be a long term. Have that for quite a while. And yeah, we'll just queue up. Hopefully we can keep a positive win rate today and start breaking into rank 3. I'm sure it's probably still Shirk there. Yeah. There was the first day of the EMEA Regional Championship. I guess it was today at like 4 in the morning my time. I don't know if anyone recorded that or not. Maybe somebody will pop in and know if somebody streamed it or not, and I could refer you guys to that video. Oh, well, hello there, Feynman. That's funny. Okay. Should be a fun way to start off. I'm also a little scared because he knows that he can take advantage of my lack of speed now. But also, it should be a lot of good TMR if I am able to pull out a win. I beat him last time by quite a bit, but I scared him into a Calibus Adoro lead. I'm forced to pick Chromians so I can try and pressure him off of Babua. He definitely won't be leading the same as last time. Calibus Adoro gave Inky way too much space. I mean, his lead doesn't have anything to deal with Turok. You know, I really should take note of his items here, but I can always just refer back to this recording if I feel like it. Broccolum ban. Oh, I didn't even notice the Momo down there. That's not good. Warm-up game, I can't even see all the Tems in the pick ban. Oh no. uh, yeah, Pablo's just so bad. I have options against Gialis, kind of. Adoro, yeah. Momo, I at least outspeed. Calibus is ignorable. Kind of want 2-wire just for the turn 1 swap. I think I go Grumper. Grumper might be better than Inky here, just because it has a little bit of bulk and healing. Can also hit Gialis. Inky's not going to get a lot of value this game. The only thing he's going to be good against is whatever he picks here. I'd rather have 2 physical attackers, have something extra to deal with Momo. Momo's physical defense is lower than its special defense. Hello, Lord Weaver. Welcome. Yes, I am indeed providing content. Oh, you haven't been here for the music yet? Yeah, I added that a couple streams ago. Makes it so I can listen to music during recordings too, which is a huge advantage. And Alacho, hello, welcome. Got a good match to start things off. Me versus Feynman here, rank 4 and 5. I'm actually 4 after like a day, I don't know. You must have had a rough couple matches at some point. This should be good. If Garender swaps for Calibus to eat the Soil Steam, I'll have Turbine up and it won't be nullified. I'm doing pretty well. Pretty well. I'm trying to break top 3 before Thursday, because Friday is more than likely going to be my next match in the league community tournament. And then the weekend is going to be filled with the regional championships. I saw you actually got 5-0 in the... or 5-0 today, so that was awesome. Great job. Keep it up. I'm rooting for you. It was hard. Yeah, there's lots of good competition. I almost clicked Rockfall. You want to take Podium 2, but you're not sure if you have enough time? Yeah, time is certainly an issue. I don't know how much speed he has in his Gialis. Oh, Not more than 2 wire. Is it more than Turok? Hello, Malira, welcome. You were 8 this morning? That's cool. I saw you dropped quite a ways, but glad you're able to catch up. His base speed Gyal is punished. Alright, that should be really, really hard for him to come back from. Grumper's gonna be good here. You see Turok's spread? Sure. Take a screenshot. I don't even remember what I calced this for. It's been like a week. It's probably to live like a water cannon or something. You're gonna try swapping Shimurian? Alright. You like the new font? Yeah. Shatish was picking on me saying I shouldn't use Times New Roman, and I completely agree. School implanted bad habits in me. I think it's like the Diamond and Pearl font from Pokemon. So it's kind of clean, looks nice. Oh, he did Toxic Ink. I live though, so that's huge. Music, yeah, this is one of my favorite themes. I have no idea what it's from even. If anyone knows, love if you could tell me. It was from a ROM I've got, but it just came as an MP3 and it didn't really come with a good title. Doesn't help me figure out what it's from at all. I don't think there's any point in clicking Toxic Ink. And I'm gonna click Nicho too, yeah. Awesome. Alright, bait procking there is perfect. Now I can get a DV off on Garender. Even if he swaps back to Momo, that's fine. Damage on Momo's perfect. Alright, so through the mucus, my Electric Storm did 27%. So that's not going to be enough. Oh, Diabolo. Okay, that's rough. I'm saving on stamina, playing the late game. That's smart. I don't know if Nutbar's still active or not. It is. Dang it. And he took out the Grumper, which is smart. I think he got me. Undermine into knockback kills, and I just... Yeah. That was a good comeback by him. The refreshing Diabola screwed me, I think. Trying to think of what I could have even done differently. I guess if I predicted the Grunder swap, that would have helped. Doubling the cal, or he also got Toxic Ink predict on my Psypat, which was good for him. Yeah, that's probably that's where things went bad. Oh, GG's. I might lose 4th because of that. I had to hope that he wasn't running double edge, but I mean, it's really common. Yeah, he passed me up with that. Rough start. Because not only did I lose, but he gained a bunch. But I did learn some speed tiers and gain some gear info, which is really valuable. Because he could very well be somebody I go up against on Saturday. Next week. I wonder if he'll like outspeed my Turok with his Gialis or something. I don't think he had Momo last time we fought, actually. I'd have to look back at my VODs. But Momo definitely screws over my team. Because they're all squishy enough that Momo just deals so much damage. Like a resisted hit plus a Momo hit will always kill. And Momo's so bulky, and most of my team is actually special. So, yeah. I guess it's like 50-50 split. But still, it's very rough. On the bright side, we must know we're pretty close to 4th place, so maybe in today's session we can secure our spot back. I don't know if he's going to queue up and play more or not. Gain a bigger lead on us. Even so, if we're both gaining TMR, we're still potentially closing the gap between where we're at and where Shirk's at. He didn't insta-find a match or anything. Hello, Kip. Welcome. You just missed a pretty good match, but rough ending. I hope that if I do get a Luma Haddadi at the end of the week, that it has hypoxia. Like, I don't know, what even is the egg technique chance? It's usually like 12 or 14 or something. I feel like I've never seen one at 20. 17? That's okay, at least. Oh, yeah, you want to trade back, Kip? That works. Are you here, or should I warp somewhere? Okay. I'm saving up on some stuff to sell when the update hits and maybe some people come back. Buy some Luma eggs. It was just these two. Yeah. Thanks again. There's some cracked eggs. Between my Orphill, which I didn't actually take a screenshot of the stats with, and that Platypet, like, or, here we go, yeah. Special defense is basically the only bad stat, but it's a Platypet, so. Sounds good. Yeah, I suppose it's getting later there. Make sure you get enough rest to have a good performance tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by, I appreciate it. Best of luck to you. To re-queue up? I don't. Interesting. Feynman found a match, so he's going to continue playing. That'll make catching up either much harder or much easier, depending on if we win or if we lose. Uh. Yeah, there just ain't much to talk about. I'm debating on what I want to do once the patch drops. I was thinking maybe I'll like mute my Discord for the first part of the day because I've still got classes, and then right after my classes maybe I'll do a blind patch notes review. And just kind of go through that. I'm not sure. It's like I was considering doing a tier, like initial thoughts tier list as well, but a tier list that early on is just not even going to be a good resource because you don't know what's going to happen. Sometimes something that's not even touched in a patch just rises to the top. Because like its counters got nerfed or something. Like I could imagine if Adoro gets gutted and Broccolum isn't touched, that Broccolum would rise to be like at least A tier. I could definitely see that being a thing. Curious if Digis are going to get any changes too. It's not like they're unbeatable, but they're definitely one of the more frustrating types to deal with. Now that we don't have redirection device. Simon must have taken like the only other opponent on. How come he got it and I didn't? I'm the lower rank here. Maybe he queued up like 5 seconds faster than I did, and that was enough. I gotta just get in the habit of queuing up instantly right after a match ends. Just spamming through the end screen and queuing up right away just so I don't miss opponents. Natna. Yeah, I know Natna. I feel like I've only seen him play Digi for the last I'm not sure how long. At least for the full patch. I'm sure that's what he played. He's crafted a pretty good team. And it's hard to really account well for Digi when team building. Because there's so many just team building requirements you need nowadays. It's kind of rough. I am not familiar with this player. So that's kind of cool. Possibly a newer player. His team kind of like a burn core. There's probably high pressure water on that Oshiara. I mean, mostly it just looks like a meta team, but there's Drakash on there, which makes me think that he's got an emphasis for burn. So Grumper's going to be really valuable here. So I want to look at... He's gold 3, D3. Gotcha. We did have a pretty long queue. I really don't know. Just when in doubt, ban the nature. When in doubt, ban the nature. I don't know. Like Grumper's good into pretty much everything here except it might be a Grumper Broccolum lead. Maybe Grumper Saipat. Okay, well he's kind of scared off Saipat. I guess it's just double electric. Hello, bossy. Welcome. Uvine. Interesting. Not what I was expecting. I think Drakash would have been better for him. I guess he was just afraid because I still have Saipat. It would have just been a Grumper for Drakash trade. If he was even running Mud Shower, maybe he doesn't have a turn 1 Earth move. That could be. I know generally people like Sandstorm and Dust Vortex, Fiery Soul, and Fire Tornado. But he might even not be running Sandstorm just so we can have Hellfire with the triple fire. Turok's very valuable here. Definitely. think Brocklum's going to be the play turn 1 as a swap in. I need to save Inky for Tolkien later, because I don't really have much. Yeah. Chromion can kind of hurt Hazrat in a late game situation. So it's kind of nice to keep around. It's okay against Oshiara too, but not great. I mean, nothing swaps in to eat a T-Strike in the Adoro slot. I want Brocklum on this field 100%. Do I think I'm running this team next week? I think so. I've played this team enough and I feel confident enough about it that I think it's worth trying. I was debating it for a while, but I just think it's gonna be my best option. Nice camouflage proc. Split target, so Grumper gets the bait. Electric Storm into Soul Shout. I believe this will be enough to take out 2 Vine if it uses anything other than Turbine. Okay, he does use Turbine, so he's just kind of trading Brocklum for 2 Vine. Which is a good trade for me. Because the only thing Brocklum was doing was dealing with 2 Vine and maybe Oshiara. Denigrate hurts, but Brocklum actually lives. Think about perfecting the spreads. The spreads are pretty solid. I outspeed everything I want to. I live enough damage from stuff I want to. Okay. Chromion's got to come in now. Even -1, this should put Oshiara in DC beam range, I'd imagine. That should be plenty. Okay, Brocklum did go down. If it lived, that actually would have been worse for me. Inner Spirit, it's not like I want to take that, but there it is. I mean, if I get rid of this board, my double Earths in the back are going to be beautiful. Oh. He could Water Blade my Inky right now. That would throw stuff off. That would be his best play for sure. We'll see if he gets greedy. Yeah, that's a lot of invests, though. I either start underspeeding stuff that I want to outspeed. Okay, Tolkien coming in is fine. Doro swap too, huh? Interesting. Gonna forward on your Inky since you use Fat Burner? Oh, true. Another DC beam kills. I'm trying to think. Chromion cannot live a Cervatios from Oshiara. I should be able to live one attack from Hazrat. I think this is fine. I guess what he's trying to do is now bring in Oshiara, Water Bleed me, and then hope he kills Hazrat. Or, I mean, Chromion. But that doesn't kill. How much bulk am I running on Inky? Let's see. Just enough to live a Crystal Spikes from Mix. Who is Mix? Is... GG's. Have I faced one yet? Oh, it's just the strongest Crystal I guess I could survive, like a Tortonite one instead. Nice. We retook 4. I wonder if Feynman won his match or not. Or if he's still in the same one. Okay, well, he's in a different one now, so... Very curious. I just take the strongest, like, turn 1 damage interval that's reasonable to calc. Like, if I calced a Pyromaniac, Fire Chip, Mastion, Lava Wave, ouch! That would be so hard. Even with Pan's Sunscreen, I'd still probably need at least, like, 150 invest. Which on a super aggro tem like Inky, that's just too much. Calking for Marble's Lava Wave Rat is good. Doesn't it live that, though? I feel like I haven't... I guess Rat does have a really high attack stat. 0 bulk, it does... Okay, now put in 14 HP TVs. Oh, and Pan Sunscreen, yeah. Oh, sorry, it's 13 HP TVs and Pan Sunscreen. Yeah, see? So it's just CPG, which I'm not staying in front of a Chimerian. And... Tuvine I can at least chunk for like 50-60% if it decides to stay in. So the only thing I really need it for is the fishing aggro teams with the fire or the super Mastions. I hate those things because you never know what trait they're running. Solidifier gives so much consistency, but the damage offered by Pyromaniac is so much too. Incognito mode, which I believe we figured out is Cepheus. There's just no cohesion on this team. It's just I'm gonna throw type coverage everywhere. I can't blame him because that's so strong, but it's also very sad. Looks like an old team. It does. You see stuff like Lawali Ukama. Even Acronox is not common right now. I don't like Lawali. In case it's like nature's bad, just ban the natures. Rip 2-wire. I think last time he was kind of on some interesting sets. I think he was the one running the Turbo Attack Frond Webs Albion that I will never forget for the rest of my time playing Temtem. Let's see. So he's got Mashuk Golzi. I could still Chromion or something. He can't really do the Ukama Acronox lead because I can just pick Orphil. I wonder if it's like a really fast Mashuk too, so he could technically wastewater into Venom Spread. That would be fun. It'd be like 400 speed TVs on Mashuk or something, but it'd be something alright. That's interesting. I don't know. I think it's Chromion. He bans Brocklum, so I don't have a swap. Hello, X, welcome. I have to swap out Psypat because there's a hedge in there. Or I could ban the hedge and then just sack the Psypat because I don't need it for anything else. I like that plan. Grumper probably would have been better than Inky here. Inky's better against Ukama, but we don't know if Ukama was being picked for sure. And now that it's not, it would have been better to pick Grumper. But if I picked Grumper, he may have picked opposite. So I could very well die to a Hasty Lunge plus Sting. But if he does that into the side pass slide, I'd want to go Orphil instead. But he could also Hasty Lunge and Soil Steam Chromion. So it is a base speed Acronox because I speed tied it. Bromion, you performed admirably. May you rest in peace. Iron Coating Acronox. Alright, alright. Hello, Turak. Turak o'clock. Yep, that's right. He has to double in on side pad if he wants to kill it this turn. He could like wastewater and I didn't think he'd stay in. I didn't want to risk doubling. Plus I don't know, he might be the Venom spread combo. Yeah, there it is. That's really funny. I like that. No, it's not. Oh my goodness. I really thought it was gonna be. It's just Rotten Goo? That's so... That's just at least Venom... at least Toxin Shower. Ah, the Mashuk swapped. Based on how much damage Acronox took from Nichosai, I want to say it dies here, but if it doesn't, I'm going to pay dearly. Oh, never mind. Alright, 46%. Okay, it killed the Acronox, so it didn't matter. Yeah, I turned it down a bit. Sorry, this song got... So some of the songs are just louder than others. I'll try and adjust it as I see it. I guess I should have clicked Quartz Dirt there. Because I wasn't afraid of Mashuk. Or I should have just doubled Mooflink. Would have been the better option. Because even if Inky died to Turok, I didn't care. So that was a misplay on my part. Highly speed invested Mooflink. I think I just lose because of that. It survives a second Soil Steam. And Orphle doesn't get to move. It could eat... I think it can eat the Turbine. I don't think, but I can eat a double. There's not a chance. Not a chance. Okay. So it's like a base speed Turok. That's good information. God, that is a linger. Yeah. I needed it not to. But, like, of course it does. I don't know why it wouldn't have it. Yeah, it lives on like 3 health, 4 health. A 0 speed gravel bag Turok. Now that is unusual. GG's. My mistake was not attacking move flank with like multiple times. I can't ignore a move flank like that. Thing's got like a 5-turn move. Actually, that thing was using double kick and it still was out. Double kick is 26 stamina. I used it like twice. What was it like? It was double kick, base jump, double kick, held anger. I suppose that's still just 81 stamina because all of them are so low stamina costs. It's 23? I thought it was 26. I guess that's not new. Are you sure? So it was on Fire off stream. Is that on ladder or CS? Neither actually. It was for the community tournament, the league. I've done some casts for it. But I actually recorded our matches and kind of the voice call, so you can hear it live later. Oh, where's Mooflank? Oh, there's Goatee. It is 23. That's not nearly as bad as I thought. I just didn't punish it. You know, rewatched, but it was fun seeing in game. Yeah. Yeah. I know Koonder's also streamed it if you wanted an actual cast of it. Pretty strong 3 prio on 0 hold. Yeah, I mean, everything neutral is stronger than usual. I could have T-Strike Soil Steamed the move flank, Turbine to kill Mashuk, and there would have been nothing left. I would have won the Turok battle because he was at half health. So I'm glad, like, I still don't mind losing matches like that, because as long as I know that I have potential to win the matchup, it's okay, and I can just learn from it. If I ever get out of a match and I'm like, wow, I had no chance there, that's when it's frustrating. I haven't had one of those in a long time. I think the last time I did was when I faced one of those like 6 digi teams. So they just type stacked, and I only had like 2 or 3 things that could even hit it. I was just doomed. Round Whip Zalvian, yeah. I mean, that game, I couldn't have won in a best of one, but I still think in a. Well, no, he got me twice because he had hidden info on his entire team, and the Zalbian info came out the second game. But yeah, something like that just won't ever be consistent. In an actual TemCS setting, if I didn't have to face him on the first round, I don't think I ever would. Because he would just lose, lose, lose. Because that's just not a consistent tournament setup. It's just a good best of one ladder setup. Zao only needs to win you one game though. Guess it depends. I mean, if you have Zao on a physical Mimit team or a Digi team, and you know that all of a sudden it doesn't have toxic coverage or priority, then you can totally abuse that. And then both the Zao and the Mimit are a lot harder to play. Decently quick match. Maybe it's Feynman again. Nope, Schwampy. Alright. I don't even know why there's a Nidrasil on this team. The only thing it combos with is like an anaerobic Volerand potential. Reiner, hello. Yes, I got some background music. Banjo-Kazooie is one of my favorite games of all time, and it makes great background music. Also got some Donkey Kong 64, A Hat in Time, other 3D platformers, ukulele. Grant Kirkhope's like my favorite composer. N64 was my childhood, yeah. Broccolum Band. I was always planning on picking Psypad on lead here, just to scare off Auhi. He might pick Nidrasil, which isn't great, but I think I can manage. Love the music. Glad. I'm glad. I mean, Ink is pretty strong here. Luma Scunch and Luma Psypat, you breed something out of them. Yes, as long as they share types and are the opposite sex, you can breed them. There's no egg groups like Pokemon. I would always look and see if there are any egg moves that either can learn from each other when breeding. And if you're planning to perfect one of them with hot fixes and get the ETCs anyways, getting them and having them passed down on the eggs can make the eggs more valuable. Just by a little bit. Not a whole lot. But maybe you can make a couple extra thousand. Super Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Donkey Kong 64. Yeah. I'm also not familiar with Mystic Ninja, yeah. Ban the Nidrasil here. My wind got banned. And it's also good for a double on lead. I always pick Grumper here. I think this is still a physical Auhi, but I'm pretty sure it has Fiery Soul. I don't know if I want Chromia in this game. Chromia would be kind of nice against Auhi, but that's about it. Would be worse against Inky. Do I even want 2-wire this game though? Maybe I just pick the other two. Oh, I want 2-wire for Gialis primarily. I'm just struggling to see use out of Orphle this game. Like, it's good against Nessa, I know that much, but I guess I just swap it in turn 1. Because it's not going to do anything against these two later. 60 hours of gameplay, 5 Lumas, 3 full odds. That is crazy lucky, yeah, congratulations. I didn't get my first full odds until I was past like 2,000 hours of gameplay, so... I couldn't imagine full odds hunting for 5% during the long period when the Radar's form didn't exist. That would have been awful. See me outspeed their Gyaos with DV and Grumper. One of them was 15 hours straight, full farm. Well then, I guess that one you definitely deserved. Question is, does he swap into Gyalis or not here? Does it even matter? I'll just swap into Orphle and T-Strike to Volerend. And if he swaps Volerend for Gyalis, then I swap in 2-wire and Nox Bomb. Oh, Inky. I guess that's fair option as well. Tesla Prison, okay. Well, I don't think I... Yeah, I sacked speed with my Inky, so it wins speed ties. Let's just hope he doesn't Bright Beam. That would be bad, because I got nothing against that. Good, Nessa swapped. Please court start. Yes. Ah. Yeah, that's rough. He just DC beams Orphle and then just like Stone Balls or Soil Steams Turok or 2-wire. How many times can I mess up in a single sentence? Anyone? Guesses? Oh, nice. He did Turbine. If he didn't Turbine, I would have been able to get a Hypnosis off, but I'm -1 from the Tesla, so even if it was base speed Turok, I wouldn't outspeed. He's got me pretty well cornered here, though. He brings in Nesla. Or either I bring in Inky and attempt to Quartz Dirt, but then he swaps, and I have like nothing to deal with Nesla because he kills me with Turok. Or I bring in Saipat to deal with Turok. I still don't even know what item this Nestle's holding. It doesn't have marbles, it doesn't have chamomile. Does it have like a Tukma mask? He always swaps Turok. Please T-strike my 2-wire. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't know it got a hold off. That's GG. That is definitely GG. It's actually a really bulky Nesla. Was this match winnable? Yeah, definitely. I think I messed up in pick ban. Inky would have been a really good ban for me. Because the Inky pretty much wiped out Orpheel's entire health bar and enough of 2 wires that died to anything. Oh, he electric stormed. I could have eaten the hook kick. I guess I should have just Nicho sledge gifted the Nesla. Nicho in no world would have killed alone. But had he swapped to... I don't know, I still had a chance that turn. If he swapped to Volaran, though, I wouldn't have. I needed his Nestle to use a water move on Grumper. Because it had just used Aquatic. Yeah, rough day. Getting all the calls wrong. Every single one. I'm really not winning any calls. Oh, some days I get every single one. And days like today I get 0. GG. Man, you were outplaying me the whole time. I didn't get any calls right. What item was on your Nestle? I don't think I ever figured out. Usually it's camo or marbles or something. I was surprised it wasn't either. Maybe like drill. Drill to deal with hologram digis or something. It was camo? And it never procced. And yeah, I figured I knew it was a bulky Nestle based on how much damage it took from turbo attack. Less than half, that's crazy. You probably have like max bulk. Oh. Learned from your mistake last time. That's fair. I guess I did take some attack out of my 2-wire, I gotta remember that. Like, not only did I guess it's only 4 TVs to put in stamina. It's like even having 3 points less in speed is still really important. Rematch against Feynman. Alright. Oh, now I know his Grumper is not max speed. Despite my delusions. Might be able to retake him again if I can win this one. Banning my Turok's kind of interesting. Wasn't Feynman a Waspine believer? He was. Apparently, he was. I think he said something along the lines of Oshiara destroys that team, or there are some Metatem that destroys the team. I don't remember which one it was, but basically, that he can't run it until the meta changes. Pretty sure I live like a Sludge Gift Water Blade. Maybe not though. Ian is short for Waspine. Just one of the least commonly used Tems in the game. How'd the tournament go? I'm playing in the America one, so it'll be next week. So it gives me a bit more time to prepare. Alright, so he wants me to ban his Baboa. Because that would let him... I wanted to ban his Adoro. Because if he didn't ban Orphil, I wasn't afraid of Baboa. Inky is always good here. I don't think 2-wire's doing me any favors here. With any luck, I'll be able to get a Psypat Toxic Ink Venom Spread combo onto the Momo at some point. Thank you for the follow, Shrumpy. Really appreciate it. Surprised he's not picking Garender. It doesn't seem bad here. I guess Inky and Grumper completely wall it. But it's really good against the other three. Noise notifications? Yeah, I got that fixed too. I did a whole bunch of stuff to revamp my setup. Make it just a little bit more professional and better for you guys. Still a few things I gotta do, but it's a good start. Now that I think about it, there's a decent chance he just swaps in Momo here. Dang it, I don't have anything to do against that. Oh, he did just swap in Adoro, okay. This is the board he doesn't want to be on, though. Also, I need to put more stamina in my Grumper. That's something I'm gonna do after this, if I remember. Because yes, I have bait, but I don't have a 3-turn rotation even with bait far too often. It's kind of expensive TV-wise, but I think I have to do it. I guess with bait I do have a 3-turn rotation, but if they don't proc bait, or I use too expensive of a move at the start, then it doesn't work. Flippin' Denigrate. Pandora's such a stupid town. It shouldn't be able to live everything with no... and just... ugh, disgusting. Now I can just Inner Spirit my Inky, and there's nothing I can do about it. Grumper can't attack Adoro because it'll die if it gets the Toxic Tick. I can no longer Bright Beam into Thunderstrike onto the Calibus because it won't kill due to the Denigrate. Water Blade will outspeed the Inner Spirits, making it so I can't even avoid the... yeah. I want to keep Inky alive, though. Inky's strong. I mean, this turn worked out really well, so I'm fine with it. He has nothing that wants to eat an Inner Spirit. I mean, he can swap to Momo and Denigrate again. No, he's just gonna sack the Grumper. Because he'll basically have hit every single thing on my team for Denigrate, so I'll never be able to kill Momo outside of like Psypat. Fun. I mean, I can't blame him for using what's strong like this, but it sucks. I don't need Broccolum's type combo anymore. So I can just start beating down on Momo. Adoro needs a rework, it's too straightforward? No. It was completely useless before they changed Toxic Skin. Now people just throw infinite bulk on it. You can't even 4-hit KO it with super effective moves to react Vile, and it gets just as much value as Toxic Farewell, except it also gets Denigrates off, which make it even harder to deal with. Exactly, it just sits there. Yeah. I don't know, I guess that's just what I expect it to do. I'm hoping to burn one of his big nuke moves, disable Nut Bar, and then bring in Grumper. Yeah. If Chromion dies. Chromion does not die yet. No synergy anymore though, so that hurts. Okay, so he swapped in Adoro, so I take the Toxic Tick, so I do for sure die to the knockback. Grinder still runs Clay. Clay Ball got removed from its move pool actually. So it just doesn't even have a way of fighting back anymore. It's just I lose. GG's. -1 special attack. Base speed Calibus outspeeds my Chromion by like 3 points. And both of these are toxic types, so I can't use Toxic Ink for the Venom Spread synergy. Unless he like underspeeds Naga or something. Yeah, no, he doesn't. 317. Well, yeah, GG. Literally within a few health. Oh, why did he attack? Oh, Feynman, you can't do that. I calced that. I know I live. You don't need to attack. I died of the toxic tick. Oh, actually? Okay. No, 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 no. That's fair. So, if he didn't attack and I rested to get Nichosai back up, I would have survived the toxic tick and I would have lived. So he had to attack. Because... But then if I attacked instead of rest... Well, I never rest. Yeah. So actually, I win that no matter what. Yeah, because I didn't know X, so I would have always attacked. Huh. I thought I was doomed. I thought I was doomed. But yeah, no, I had that. Waterblade plus tick kills. No, I was healthy. I had 130, like 9 health. Waterblade probably would have done like 30 damage. Like a no invest Calibus. Oh, crazy. So many things could have gone wrong that game. Like when I used the Bright Beam on Inky, had he attacked the Chromion instead, boom, game over, right there. But at the same time, if I clicked Quartz Dirt instead of Bright Beam, I would have gotten too much value on the Grunder. It wouldn't have lived the Dust Vortex. And also Momo would have been in range to die to double T-Strike with Grumper Inky, so... That game, I got a lot of reads right. But it's even so, it was literally within 4 health. We got 4th place back. It's cool that we're at least seeing a rank increase now, even if it's just going up and down. We actually have a negative win rate for the day, but because our 2 wins, or because 2 of our wins were against Feynman, or no, I lost the first one. Yeah, I only got 1 win. I thought we matched 3 times and I lost 1, but no, I just lost 1. I don't know. It's back and forth, so that's kind of fun. It just feels like we're getting closer, which is something that I really wanted. I mentioned it earlier, but I basically have to reach rank 3 by Thursday. Because Friday is probably going to be the final match for the community tournament. And so I'll be busy with that. Saturday and Sunday are going to be the America Regional Championship, and I'm going to want to focus all my efforts on that. So if we're like quite a few wins into rank 4, I'll probably just have a really long stream on Thursday and just try and grind it out. But we'll see. Like I don't know. With any luck, I just have a good week and can get there regardless. Hey Theo, welcome. You missed a pretty great match just now. Back and forth, winning off of the sliver of health. You know, Banjo 1 has a lot of great songs. But I think the Click Clock Wood theme's gotta be my favorite. This is a pretty solid remix of it too. Rusty Bucket Bay is a real close second though. Petty ladder grinder. Nothing wrong with playing ladder. It's the best way to. Well, it's really the only way to play comp outside of scrims. I know I've heard some people are like organizing scrims, but I don't know. Scrims just don't feel the same. Oh, thank you, Kip. I mean, it's really a tough call. Because to get the perfect rotation here, I would actually need 73 stamina. No. So, just for fun, 73 stamina would be... Actually, that's not even that bad. Sludge Strike DV is plenty? Well, probably. Because I think that's just with 61. I technically wouldn't even need 61. But it allows me to have a lot more special attack. It's just there's so many times where they ignore Grumper, and I would wish I could click a move that's not Sludge Gift without OXing. But I feel like the damage is just too good to pass up. It's your toxic trait in Temtem. You hate having odd TVs, so they always have to be 5 times multiplier, even if it's not optimal. Oh no. Just throw some in attack, right? Alright, friends. Throw attack and special attackers and attack. Just so it's equal and looks nice. Like, I can definitely see the visual appeal. At some point, I just had to, like, turn off something in my brain that let me be bothered by it, because I know that optimization does not allow for beauty. Three TVs and special defense is not what's going to win you a game. Oh. I got you. So the extra TVs that are left over, you just save and round up on the ones that aren't even. I got it. I guess that's not nearly as bad. I thought you were saying, like... Alright, in my head, I imagined, like, if you have 463 speed, you find a way to go down to the next 460 or something. But I guess that wouldn't even work out, because the breakpoints are every 4 or 5. So odd number of breakpoints wouldn't happen. I've had games where... I actually had a game, I remember specifically, it was during the America Regional 3, where I played my Evasion Doom team. I don't remember who I was facing off against, But I remember I had like 1 point of HP in my Aohi. And sometime during that tournament, my Aohi lived on 1 HP. Crystal Spike slot 1, Deluge slot 3. Because you low hold moves the same type. See, I don't have a problem with moves. I just kind of throw them on there. Because I always look at what move I'm going to click anyways. The bigger problem occurs is if you have two similar stamina moves that are the same type and the same hold. And I don't normally run into that, but I'm pretty sure Rotten Goo and Venom Spread fall under that category. Because both are 23 stamina, 0 hold moves that are toxic and almost the same length in name. Acronox. Yeah. I guess Venom Spread is just a little bit longer, but it does just throw me off in the middle of a match sometimes. Give you a stand breakpoint for Contemplation Tutu. Tutu can get away with 61 real easily. It's at least a 3-turn rotation, even more if you click Double Gash. All them perfects? Yeah, yep. I've been working towards a perfect collection for quite a while now. They're not all... there's a lot of them that are not OT. I'll buy them perfect, I'll soulbind and stuff. I also have all these up here and... well, these 3 in my party. But I mean, they're not all perfect. Some of the more recent ones are, but as I scroll through, you see stuff that's missing. Where's Annie here from? Yeah. Some connections and some kind people set me up with a good deal for a perfect Luma Anatan. When was that? A few days ago. Kind of sucks you have to perfect attack. Special attack times that don't need it. Yeah, it does, but I'm just glad we're able to use them in Showdown now. So I don't have to change around my spreads constantly just to use Lumas. That would get really expensive with smoothies and stuff. You sell a perfect Luma, will you be able to use it on ladder? No, you will not. Hello, Curtis. Welcome. You're watching some of my YouTube videos a bit. For you to join the stream. Aw. Glad you're able to make it. Yeah, I always try and put out all my stream content on YouTube just so it's available for anyone. And sometimes I'll have some YouTube exclusive stuff as well. In fact, I do have another YouTube exclusive video coming out soon. The community tournament. I wasn't able to cast it since I was playing, but I recorded the live discussions we were having over the matches, so it might be interesting. I have to have the Luma on my account for Showdown lock. Yeah, yep. Yeah, so let me see. I've got my perfect Luma Tental. It's my OT. It's all perfect with Egg Move. If I was to sell this or just trade it away in some way, I would no longer be able to use perfect Nagase on ladder or on Showdown. Trying to get back into the game after a while. Been using the starter team and it's working good. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. It works great for some people and not so well for others. It's never a problem with the team, I don't think. It's just a playstyle difference. Some people like to play faster. Other people like to play slower. Some people like in between. He flattened. I thought he was taking a break from the game. Good to see he's still sticking around. Looks like a pretty meta team here. I think that's... I don't know, it actually looks like an aerobic Volerend, but hard to say. I know. It's probably Neo's, so it probably is aerobic. Two Wires banned. Man, word bus spread pretty quick. Everyone, ban Max 2-Wire. He'll destroy you with Chromion if you don't. Let me just pull up Tio's information sheet. Nah, I could, but I'm not going to. I wasn't paying attention well enough. Just ban the Volphy. On your ult, you don't have any Lumas on it, and you can have Lumas toggles? Really? Maybe... Do you have them soulbinded on your main? Maybe it's once they're soulbound you can't use them anymore. You don't have any soulbound yet? Okay, that's super interesting. Ah, yuck. This sucks. I don't have any good leads into this. None at all. I wanted to like this would be a game where I want blue side. Counterban doesn't matter. He always bans 2-Wire, and I guess I maybe ban Hedgen in other situations. He picks Hedgen. That helps my lead significantly. I'm gonna ban the Volarend so that Turok is a little more viable. Yeah, his lead's a bit sketch. He definitely had advantage up until then. Not that he can't come back from it. I think I just leave Chromion here, pick the rest. Nesla was perfect there. I guess it depends on what his plan was. Because I could still get damage off on the move flank. I could probably just double in and kill the move flank, actually. Hurry wart. Yeah, Chimerian's a perfect swap. Or no, Nessa's also a perfect swap. So we see one of them come in here. Oh, he risked it and stayed in. He had two really good swaps. He had both Chimerian and Nesla to eat a double Venomous Claws and T-Strike, so I didn't think he would stay in. So that's a pretty big risk, but it paid off for him. Now he just swaps out Hedgen and saves it for later. Ah, man. That was so risky. Like, if I kill Hedgen there, I'm really not worried about anything else the entire game. Plus, like, Saipat takes 0 damage, And I have Nicho Sai up to hit the waters. Generify? No, he swaps out Hedgen. I just don't know if he's going to Nesla or Platamus. I'd imagine Nesla. That's why I'm swapping an Inky. Oh, I think I just lose from here. Cage would be funny. He'd be hurt. He stayed in again! That's crazy. That is crazy. No, Chim was his best. It's a max speed Chimerian? Okay, I never stood a chance this match. Not a chance. He's angry laddering. He's just clicking buttons without. I don't know. It's working. So, whatever works. Sometimes the the obvious play is not making the obvious play is the best play. He still kept the hedging in. Even if he was like on the stream, I don't care. It's Coat Platinum. Everything he has counters me. Max Speed Chimerian, Coat Platimus. Ugh. I mean, it's like Sweatband Hedgen too, which is really bad for me. If that game was determined turn one, you just get those every once in a while. It's a 50-50 on the first match, and if you lose, it's just game. Because like if Hedgen dies there, or Phil has no counters at all, if I know that, I don't know. I'm not sure if I did have a chance. Well, no. If it was max speed Platimus and just had code or something, maybe. I'm in our best of 3. It's 1-1 right now. The war for spot 4. B flat, you're a madman. Why would you stay in on edge in turn 1? If I click Venomous Claws, you die and I win the game. Oh. Max speed Chim. Coat Platimus, you had me that whole game. GG. So he decided to ban Broccolum instead of Turok again. Well, dude, like Saipat outspeeds Hedgen though. The only reason I didn't is because I couldn't cover for your swap. You had both Chimerian and Nessa in the back that could eat the water move plus the T-Strike. I hit a lot of Hedgens turn 1. It's just, I only do it when I can cover the swap. And because you had 2 things that countered, that is why I didn't. Anytime you cover for it, move flank gets doubled and you lose. This, well, it beat me, so... Starting to dislike the move flank hedge and lead. It's a coin flip the whole time. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of coin flip leads. Didn't have much else. Sadly, you had plenty. Like, Nesla would have kind of wrecked me. But I guess I would have just doubled the move flank then, so maybe that would have been rough for you too. So both of us are switching things up with ban phase. Like, he banned my Inky now, so I think I'm gonna ban his Adoro. Because now I'm less afraid of the Baboa because I have Orphill. Grunder. So it would have been nice, but you have to assume you're Schweenshorn Saipat. I guess I do run crazy stuff, but Schweenshorn's a must slot on Saipat in my opinion. I wouldn't run any other item. I'm bringing 2 wires so I have an option for Turok specifically. You've seen Schweenshorn Tataru? Well, I mean, putting Schweenshorn on a Tem that doesn't normally run it does happen. But if you take Schweenshorn off of Saipat, its best turn 1 or its most reasonable turn 1 and 2 water moves are Ice Cubes. So he's just gonna Feathergat, Toxic Ink my Saipat, covers for Orphill swap. I guess. This is why I brought 2 wire. This is why I brought 2 wire. Grunder. Yeah, that was my other option. Some chip on Calibus is good. Another problem with hedging is you're no longer eSynth. Oh, with Nesla. Hydro would pop and I'd know. Likely forcing a swap. See, if I knew it was Hydro, then I definitely would have doubled in. Because that would have been one less swap that you had. Because after a Venomous T-Strike, you definitely would have died to an Icho. And I wasn't afraid of Chimerian because I could have also killed that with a Nicho. That's why it's your ladder team. So unless he, let's see if he's put some speed into his Turok. He didn't before. I don't mind losing just to gain information, because honestly, information is more important here. Now if he swaps Baboa too, he gets less value out of it. So he woke it up though and gave it some healing. That's smart. Why does it sound like Banjo-Kazooie music? Because it's Donkey Kong 64 music. I'm not sure if Grant Kirkhope made all of the BK soundtrack or not, or if it was. I think it was a mix with David Wise. But yeah, I got Banjo-Kazooie music in this playlist too. I love it. Eos, thank you for lurking. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy. The drill play on Turok was really good for him. I have to put one more stamina in my 2-wire, I guess, so that I can turbo attack Faraday turbo attack. I want to keep Orphil alive. I think it has value still. Like, Turok is the obvious swap, but it like dies to Baboa. Like what? He just always clicks a nature move and a wind move here. So I just have to sack Orphil. And he swapped. That was free to bring in Turok. I either sacked Turok because there was no reason for him to not Feather Gatling plus Toxic move there. Grant Kirkhope's the guy. I know, but I don't know if he did the full DK64 soundtrack. I'm pretty sure David did some work on that too. Why didn't I Tinkin Turok to prepare for a swap? I mean, Orphil dies and I bring in Turok now anyways, so. Yeah, I lose off that play though. Definitely. That was... Like, if I swap into Turok the turn before, I keep a full health Orphil, basically, and can completely... I can eat the Turbine just fine, and be prepared for the Garunder. It always amazes you how people greed the hell out of duels. Bob was staying in front of an Orphil last round. Yeah, hello. It's Feynman. He's a top player, so he's got to do some stuff to break through my lead. Too much risk versus reward. That's all the last couple games have been. Lots of risk. I mean, if he stays in with Babua though, and I bring in Turok and he just doubles Turok and it dies, then I'm still bringing in Orphil to kill off the Babua. You actually swapped the Garunder too. It's really surprising. I find myself playing riskier in ladder than actual best of 3. I play pretty much the same, honestly. I would say I just get unluckier in ladder. Oh, there's no way this he has significant defense invest in this Momo. Not just HP, he has defense invest. Probably more defense than special defense. It's really interesting. Last game. Yeah. That was good information, though. Like I said, I don't mind gaining information in these battles, because the one that really matters is the tournament next weekend. So knowing that's a defense invest Momo, rather than just pure HP like they normally are, is good info. It just does nothing. Let's see, do I live the synergy Wookle? Yeah, that's also good info. Inside Pat barely dies to double tink from Calibus. Calibus has Diabolo. Like, really, I should just be writing this stuff down, but... oh well. Like I said, I can always look back at a VOD if I really want to. Probably a pretty big gap between me and Feynman now, which is unfortunate. Is Nuzlocke still broken because you just lost 2 encounters to nothing, not even encountering a dupe? 2 separate routes. You had 2, then caught 1 new town, but it counted as 2 Honestly, I've never played the Nuzlocke, so I don't know how the encounter system works. I know that there used to be some issues where if you caught a Tem, or if you ran from a Tem that was from an evolution line, like let's say you have a scale, and then you caught a Scunch, and then you encounter a Scunch later on, if you don't catch it, it still eats your encounter. I think the opposite also happens, or if you catch a Whiplump but encounter a Fomu, the Fomu would still count as your encounter. I think there was one other thing too. Like if you have a Tem and it dies, I think the next time you encounter that Tem, I think it also counts as an encounter. At least those were old problems. I'm not sure if they're still occurring though. But if you're running into some encounter issues, I would guess it's something along those lines. And thank you for the Luma luck. Best of luck to you and to me. Oh, I missed a whole bunch of follows. Curtis, thank you. Eos, thank you. And Tom, thank you as well. Inching closer to our goal. I don't think it'll be that long. Y'all are great. Plus maybe once there's like a surge of people that come back with the update. Hopefully. there'll be some more people interested in PvP after the new mythical and such that I can provide content for. There's still a decent stream of people that show up anyways from Showdown and such. You think the Tem dying is what happened the first one. The other time it said you had one counter when going into the fight, then you threw a card you couldn't. That's an interesting one. I couldn't tell you. Maybe it was a visual bug. I'm really not sure. I'm thinking I might just play one more game. Round it off at 8. Hopefully we can end off on a win. Maybe close the gap between 4th place again a little bit. This is rough. I could try and switch up teams again, but I don't know if I'm going to have any more success. Play until 2 wins in a row. Tell you what, if I get a win, I'll play one more afterwards. If I get a win, I'll play one more afterwards. If it's a loss, I'll probably call it. Depleted. I mean, queues are going to get longer from here, because most of the EU folks have gone to bed. Prepare for the big tournament tomorrow. Plus, I bet Feynman's still stealing my opponents. Yeah, he's in a match. Have you checked the bug? The bug reports to see if anyone's reported anything similar? I would always look there. Maybe somebody's got an issue, the same issue. Maybe they've acknowledged it. I think Krema's been working really hard on just trying to release a bug-free update, or like so they don't introduce new bugs, because they haven't reported back on all the newest bug reports or any of the ones I've reported. I'm hoping they get back to fixing some once the update drops, though. That always seems to be their priority. Release a good patch, and then fix anything left over afterwards, which seems alright. Most of the stuff isn't game-breaking, but losing in encounters in a Nuzlocke is always unfortunate. And they should also clarify in the rules somewhere about the evolution line and death thing. That way people aren't, or at least prepared for it. Or maybe they should have like an indicator next to a Tem that would consume one of your encounters or whatever. Maybe they do. If they don't, they should. Because I know that you got one on the overworld kind of up in the corner. Maybe I'll make a brand new team just for the regional championship. Show up, nobody will have any idea what I'm doing. I just don't think I could come up with a consistent enough team in that much time. And I'd still have to do some testing with it. That ain't gonna happen. I just gotta hope I can brute force my way through with this one and not run into Feynman. Yeah, that'll be an interesting day. I'm gonna try not to stress too much about it. Problem is, I think there's TRP involved. My goal is more just to participate in the World Championship, rather than to, like, win the regional or something. Because I think it's top 3 in the region get in, and right now I'm sitting in 5th, but it's pretty close, I think. Lots of competition, like the TMR values, or TRP. TRP is super close. And with one more interregional coming up after, or in the next patch, that's gonna be rough too. All you want to do is tilt someone with midi. I failed to do so in the 4th regional, so best of luck to you, Kip. Maybe I'll get my 4th back in 5 minutes. You're going against Fireman. Good luck. Yeah. Knock him down. Chromion's the way. It's just... It depends on what kinds of teams I face. Like, saying mid-range and bulky aggro are really generic terms. But to me, bulky offense is something similar to what Feynman runs. And against him, I would much rather have my tag team core. And I think I could beat him consistently with my tag team core. But against anyone running mid-range or even stall, I would much rather have my my current team, or Phil Chromion one. Digi aggro is bad either way. Other forms of aggro, I think I'd also rather have the tag team core, so... Dunno. Got a match though. Yeah, Funky's team's always interesting too. Oh, come on! Not not the Nagamawala Tyrannac core. Shaolant Inky. Ugh. GG. He conceded. Really? Is your matchup that good into him? Or did you just have a good couple first turns? Got good reads in the first turns against Nagatarak. Nice. Nice. You like the song? Yeah. It's a remix of one of the main ones. Or, oh, I really like this artist too. He's probably second to Grant Kirkhope. The original song's good too. And they just throw an electro swing remix that's also great. Like, it's actually kind of one of the collectibles in the game to collect all the remixes. I remember that was a lot of fun going through the store to get those. So he picks Plat and Moala now, and then whenever his Plat's in a bad situation, he just swaps in the Moala. I can bring Inky to kind of counter that a little, and I can bring Grumper to deal with the Inky better after the lead. I think I want Saipat too, because Saipat with Nicho up can deal with Inky. I don't know, but now Platimus is a huge issue, so... But I mean, Platimus still would have been an issue even if I brought Turok. I just have to play around Inky and, like, maybe a Turbine from 2-Wire.
Darn, if only he had whip. Whip would have pushed off the evasion and then I would have been fine. We don't click Venom Spread here because he's got Plotimus in the back he could potentially bring in. Inky hurts. I'm faster though, so at the very least it can just be a 2-wire for a Shelllant trade. Yeah. Not great, but could be worse. I'm bringing in Saipat, because honestly, it ain't doing anything for me. Actually, Acronox is kind of strong here. I don't think a Nox Bomb plus binary kills the ink. Or, yeah, so I could try a Toxicking Venom Spread. But I think I just want more damage on the Acronox. So I can bring in Grumper. Died a DC plus Prio Poison? No. Book Lungs? Seriously? Okay. That was really uncommon. I guess he didn't have any setup. Alright, well... Okay, here's the turn where he brings in Platimus in the Inky slot, but also swaps in Moala. Probably? I don't know, I just kind of lose. Yeah. That was fairly obvious. I just didn't have a lot of counterplay to it. This is where I knew Hypnotist would be better. I would have been able to one-shot the Moala before it did anything and kill the Platimus, but... GG. Looks like no bonus game for you guys. There's just too much cheese in this team. Like this entire team is getting reworked next patch. I don't even kill the Moala. Gotta eat the cheese before it goes bad, is that how it works? He's also confident he'll outspeed my Inky. Must be max. Do you have speed arrow? Yeah. So it doesn't even matter. He might not. He might just even DC beam the Chromium because he knows that his Acronox can deal with everything in the back. Yeah. It's actually a speed invest in Moala too. It must not have any attack invest then. Because he outsped my Inky, but he also lived the binary flood. It's also good to know that Inky actually survives. I've never calced that on my own Inky. I kind of just assumed it died, but if I can live a Court Sturt, that's good. That's just a team. That's one of the teams that I do not win against. I don't have to worry too much about it though, because I'm never gonna see it after this patch. Because Naga's getting reworked, Amawal is getting reworked, and those are two big things that are a huge pain. But yeah, that's gonna be all for me today. Honestly, a really rough comp day. I don't know where we're at in rank 5. With any luck, I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll be rank 4 again. But even so, if Feynman drops, it doesn't matter nearly as much, because if Shirk doesn't drop, or if we don't catch up to him, we can't even hit rank 3, and that's kind of our overall goal. But yeah. Yeah, that'll be all. Thanks everyone for watching. Thank you for everyone who followed. And I'll see you all in the next one. How to stomp ladder after that tournament. Yeah. Alright. GG's. Bye bye.